So I'm going to try not to make this a long video, even though it's probably going to end up being a long video because they usually are, especially these kind of, and it's been a minute since I have made one of these. So, you know what, scratch just what I said about this not being a long video because it'll be just, it's not going to be short, okay? Not necessarily going to be long, but not going to be short. But that's because I have neglected to do a pickup video since my last one, and I picked up so many games since then. And I had planned to do it on a monthly thing. Like, oh, this is what I picked up in August. This is what I picked up in September. And I don't know. I don't know why I haven't. Matter of fact, I think I have made the videos. I just haven't put them up. I don't know. But anyway, forget about those. Forget about all the other videos that I made that haven't made it on here. Because hopefully this one will, if you're watching it. So anyway, this is going to be, I'm going to try to go through these really fast because it is a lot of them that I picked up. And this was like end of July, August, September that I'm going to be going through. And I ended up really getting some freaking fantastic deals. These games that I'm going to show you, at one point I knew like these were the games I got from here. These are the games I got from here. I can't even tell you which ones I picked up from where anymore. But I know it was a combination of thrift store, garage sale, and when I went to Cleveland, Ohio, which is my hometown, and I went to the CD game exchanges that they have there because those places boom with the games. And you're talking about getting some really cheap games. I really came up over there. But I'm going to try to go through some of these really quickly. Like I said, I picked up some really good deals. A lot of these games that I got were complete, and I think I can at least tell you some. Oh, and another place I picked some of them up was Pawn Mart, which is a pawn shop. So you got thrift store, garage sale, Pawn Mart, and then the CD game exchange is where I got some of these games from. And then after I go through all these games, I have to tell you the freaking deal of the century I fell upon. It will absolutely blow you away. Even still, I think of it, I'm like, oh, it really don't make no sense what I got off of these people for the low. Starting off really quick with PlayStation. Matter of fact, I'm going to go in order. Start off with PlayStation 1. Two quick games that I picked up was Siphon Filter 2. And I really hate this freaking glare. I have to hold it over here, like up in this area. Yeah. Siphon Filter 2 was $2.50. And hold up. Oh my goodness. Have I tried to play this? No. No. Did I even look at this? I don't have the first disc. Oh, here it is. Ooh. I was like, yo, where's the disc at? The disc was sitting over here instead over here, and it was up under the book. I was about to be like, hold up. Came with the book. Both discs are in here. $2.50. Then the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater. You always got to have this in your arsenal. I believe this might have been $5, but we have been looking for this for some time, so we had to pick that up. So that is all for PS1. PS2, I always get it in with the PS2. PS2 had the biggest library of games for the length of the time that that system was out before the next gen came out. So I'm always finding PS2 games, and whenever I find them for the low, I got to pick them up. So PlayStation 2, this is what I got really quickly. Some of these I can tell you that I got from the CD game exchange right off the top. Enter the Matrix. This was $1. This was from the CD game exchange, and it came complete. Disc and book, excellent shape. Jack and Daxter. This one also came complete with the book and disc in great shape. I got Spider-Man for $1. Book and disc. Of course the disc is going to be in there, but sometimes the book's not. So Hitman 2 also came with the book, and that was for $1. And I believe that that is all that I got from the CD game exchange, but Siphon Filter and Tony Hawk also came from there as well. So moving on to more PS2s. These ones I picked up here at the Pawn Mart. Pawn Mart was running a deal where all of their PS2 and all of their Xbox select ones, no, not select ones, all of them were $1. So a lot of these were complete too. I couldn't believe it. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Legend of Jack Sparrow. Yep, with the book. Let me make me a different pound. And afterwards, at the end of the video, I'll have a picture of all of these that I got, so you can see them all collectively, what it looks like. State of Emergency for $1. Same thing that this was complete. I also got Kessin. This one did not have a book with it, but just had the disc. Then also I had Motor Mayhem for the PS2. That one came with the book. Then I got Red Faction 2. This also came with the book. Then Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny, with the book complete. This game was probably the one that was in the worst shape. I never even heard of this game before, but it actually looked like it might be okay. I have yet to try it, but I probably will. Forever Kingdom. Have no idea what this game is about, and this one didn't have a book. And if you can look at the case, which you probably can't really see, but somebody printed this off of a computer and just slipped it into the case. So, but whatever. The Da Vinci Code for a book. Then Siphon Filter, the Omega Strain. This had to be one of the games that was in the best condition. When I tell you, it looks like this has not even been touched. You still have the little registration card in here they want you to fill out. This book, the pages are not bent. It looks like nobody has read it. You smell it. It smells like a brand new book, a brand new magazine. That's insane. Then I got Dave Mirra 2, Freestyle BMX. And again, all of these were $1. And I ended up actually getting them a little bit cheaper than $1 because when he rang them up, I mean, I had like 16, 17 games. And he was like 15 something. And I was like, all right. Some of these games I got for like 80 cents. And this is Need for Speed Underground. So that is all of my PS2 games that I actually got from Walmart. And matter of fact, that's all as far as PS2. So if you watch my other video, you know that I rarely pick up any original Xbox games, and I was going to try to work on that, and I did. So I picked up several of those. Let me show you what I have here. The Italian Job for the Xbox. Book and disc. Sonic the Collection. This one did not have a book, but still, I mean, come on, for $1. Ride or Die 187. This game was like the back in the day GTA. This was pretty good. This also came with the book. The Punisher. This was no book, but for $1. Worms Fort Under Siege. This was $1 and came with the book. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Same price. Came with the book. Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. This one didn't come with the book, but this is actually a pretty sweet game. I've already kind of started playing this just a little bit, and it's pretty neat. World War II Combat Road to Berlin. Haven't started playing it, and it did come with the book. It's really light. I couldn't even tell. For $1. GoldenEye Rogue Agent. This came with the book for $1. And one of my favorite Xbox games, I want to say, of all time. This one I actually got from the thrift store, so it was not $1, but it might as well have been because it was really, really cheap. Favorite game, The Warriors. This was $2.92 at the thrift store, and I almost fell over when I saw it. As a matter of fact, they even had the original movie in there as well, and I was about to get it because I remember watching it after I played this game. I had no idea what the Warriors were, whether it was comic book or movie or anything like that. This was like my first introduction to the Warriors, and lo and behold, I guess it was a movie way before it was a game. But anyway, I ended up seeing the movie, the old school movie, after the game, and it just made me even like it anymore. This game was sweet. I started playing it the night GTA came out, and that's what I was playing before I went to go stand in line for that, and I didn't even want to stop playing this. This game was just awesome. So, and that came with the book, and of course it's missing because it's in my Xbox right now. And that is all of my Xbox games. And then PS3, this I did pick up at the CD Game Exchange in Cleveland, Ohio. This was $2.50 Motor Storm. I used to play this all the time when it first came out for the PS3. And so that's all of them. So as you can see, I picked up some PS1 games, a whole bunch of PS2 games, Xbox games, and then a PS3 game at the end. I would want to say if I had to calculate everything up, you're talking about a little bit over $20 for a really nice supply of games to pick up, at least within like a 2.5 month span. So I'm not complaining. But anyway, the deal of the century. So I was at a garage sale because I really like going to garage sales. It's like over the weekend you find a lot of cool stuff, especially games and all of that good stuff. So anyway, I'm at this garage sale. This lady, she has these 2 boxes, and really they're just like full of a whole bunch of wires and stuff like that. It looks like they had just been thrown in there just haphazardly. She probably didn't even know what she had in there. So anyway, I'm just looking through there to see if there's like any controllers or stuff like that, because I had saw a game just laying around randomly, which let me know they probably had a system, some controllers or whatever. So I'm looking in this box full of these wires, and up under the wires there's a PlayStation Move controller and a PlayStation Eye for the PlayStation Eye for the PlayStation 3, not the old PS2 Eye or iToy. But anyway, a PlayStation Move controller and a PlayStation Eye. And so, you know, I grab them. I'm like, shoot, I'm going to ask her how much, you know, these are. Then as I'm looking around, I see about 3 games. She had Star Wars for the PS3, Lego Star Wars, that was out of the case. It was horribly scratched up. It looked like it wouldn't even work. Then she had Up, the movie with the little boy and the grandpa with the balloons. And then there was another game. I can't even remember what that other game was. But anyway, there was 3 games. And she was like, oh, I do $5 a piece for the games. And I was looking at Star Wars like, this is not even going to work. And lo and behold, it doesn't work. We've gotten it home. Can't clean it off. Game doesn't even work. So anyway, she was like, okay, how about I'll just do $10 for the 3 games. So I was like, all right. I can't remember what the other game was, but I went ahead and got it. And so I'm sitting there and I'm holding the Move, and I'm like, okay, if her games are like $5 a piece, then I know she's going to want, you know, $5, $10, maybe $15 for each one of these, which still would have been a great deal. So I asked her, I'm like, you know, how much is this Move controller and how much is this camera? And she's like, oh, just $1 a piece. I was like, oh my goodness. I could not believe what she had just said to me. I took that money out of my pocket so fast and threw it at that woman and tried to get on out of there before anybody could say anything, because there were some other people who were working the sale with her, and I was like, maybe she just didn't know what she was talking about. Maybe she didn't realize really what they were. I don't know. But there's no place that I know of that you're going to be able to get a PlayStation Move controller and a camera for $1 a piece. And they work good. Both of them work. I could care less about that Star Wars game not working after I picked up that Move controller and that camera. That was just ridiculous. So that was definitely the deal of the century. I have not found a better deal as far as video games and stuff like that. I thought the Pawn Mart deal was good with the $1 a piece games. That lady just blew that out the water with that $1 Move controller and that camera. So I just thought that was insane. I got out of there so quick. I gave that lady exact change. I didn't want her to have to add up nothing and just like come to an epiphany like, hold on, what did I just do? Take this little money, got on out of there. So I was really happy about that. I think that stuff is upstairs right now, which is why I'm not showing it. But anyway, that was pretty cool. So thank you guys for watching this video. I am going to try to stay up to date with these pickups because I'm always picking up games, and like whenever I pick up something, it's not like just 1 or 2. I'm picking up like 8, 10 games. Funny, I just went to a store today called Second and Charles that we have here, and I found some more awesome deals. So I didn't want to put those games into this video, but look out for another video. Should be popping in the next couple of days. I think I'm going to go ahead and make it, maybe even tomorrow, and show you these games that I picked up from Second and Charles. It's really an awesome place. So I know they just built it here. I don't know where other ones are located, but you can Google the name Second and Charles. Some of you may already be familiar with them, but it's a buy, trade, and sell place where you can bring in your stuff, and just, I mean, anything from books to electronics to video games, comic books, all of that good stuff. It was really amazing in there. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. You can catch your girl later. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever it is that you want to do, and I will catch you at another time. Peace.